Hello everyone, and welcome back. We are so glad you are spending this quiet moment with us.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. Wherever you are, settle in, relax your shoulders, and let the day slow down for a while.
It is a beautiful morning here. The sunlight is coming through the window, soft music is playing, and I have made myself a very healthy breakfast.
That sounds promising. What did you make?
Oatmeal, fresh fruit, and a cup of tea.
I am impressed.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I left the oatmeal in the kitchen.
So what are you eating now?
A biscuit I found in my bag.
A healthy lifestyle with a small plot twist.
Exactly. Life rarely follows the plan.
And that is actually a perfect introduction to today's topic.
Yes. Today, we are talking about how busy people can maintain a healthy lifestyle without turning their routine into another exhausting project.
Many people genuinely want to take better care of themselves. The problem is not always a lack of knowledge.
Most of us already know the basic advice.
Eat well.
Move your body.
Sleep enough.
Drink water.
Manage stress.
And somehow do all of that while working, studying, commuting, cleaning, cooking, answering messages, and remembering everyone's birthday.
When you say it like that, healthy living sounds like a full-time job.
That is exactly how it feels sometimes.
The challenge is not simply knowing what is healthy. The challenge is making healthy choices realistic within an already demanding life.
That word matters, realistic.
It does. A routine that looks impressive but collapses after 4 days is not especially useful.
I have created many impressive 4-day routines.
Tell me about one.
Last year, I decided to completely transform my life.
Completely?
Completely. I plan to wake up at 5:30, exercise for 45 minutes, meditate, prepare breakfast, write in my journal, and read before work.
That is quite ambitious.
On the first day, I felt unstoppable.
And the second day?
Slightly less unstoppable.
The third?
I meditated while lying in bed.
That sounds suspiciously like sleeping.
It was deeply relaxing.
And by the fourth day?
I had returned to pressing the snooze button and eating toast over the kitchen sink.
I know that feeling.
The problem was not that the habits were bad.
The problem was that you tried to change too much at once.
Exactly. I built a routine for an imaginary person who had endless energy and no unexpected problems.
Many people do that. They design an ideal schedule rather than a sustainable one.
Sustainable means something you can continue over a long period without exhausting yourself.
Right. A sustainable habit fits into your real life, including your tired days, stressful days, and imperfect days.
So a good health plan should work even when we are not highly motivated.
Yes, motivation is helpful, but it is unreliable. It rises and falls.
On Sunday evening, motivation says, "This week will be different."
On Wednesday afternoon, motivation has disappeared without explanation.
It does not even leave a note.
That is why systems matter more than excitement.
What do you mean by a system?
A system is a simple structure that makes the desired action easier. For example, putting your walking shoes beside the door.
Or preparing breakfast before going to bed.
Or keeping a bottle of water on your desk.
So instead of asking, "How can I become more disciplined?" we might ask, "How can I make this habit easier?"
Exactly. Discipline is useful, but good design reduces how much discipline you need.
I like that. Make the healthy choice the easy choice.
Yes, if fruit is washed and visible, you are more likely to eat it.
If it is hidden behind 3 containers in the refrigerator, it may stay there until it becomes a science experiment.
That has happened in my refrigerator.
Mine too. We will not discuss the cucumber incident.
Probably wise.
Let us begin with the biggest excuse busy people have: "I do not have time."
Sometimes it is an excuse, but sometimes it is an honest description.
That is important. Some people genuinely have very little free time.
They may work long shifts, care for children, study at night, or spend hours commuting.
So telling them to just make time can feel dismissive.
I agree. A better approach is to work with the time they actually have.
Even if that means 10 minutes instead of 1 hour.
Yes, 10 minutes of movement, is still movement. A simple meal is still a meal. A short break is still a break.
We often underestimate small actions because they do not feel dramatic.
But health is usually shaped by ordinary decisions repeated over time.
Not by one perfect Monday.
Exactly.
There is a phrase I hear often: something is better than nothing.
It is simple, but useful.
A 15-minute walk is better than waiting for a free hour that never arrives.
Preparing one meal in advance is better than trying to prepare an entire week and becoming overwhelmed.
Going to bed 20 minutes earlier is better than creating a complicated night routine you cannot follow.
Small changes lower resistance.
Resistance is that inner feeling that says, "This is too difficult. I do not want to begin."
Precisely. When a task feels manageable, you are more likely to start.
And starting is often the hardest part.
Once you put on your shoes and step outside, continuing the walk becomes easier.
Unless it begins raining.
Then you have a dramatic walk.
Very cinematic.
Let us talk about movement. Many people still think exercise only counts if it happens in a gym.
With special clothes, expensive equipment, and a serious expression.
But movement can be integrated into daily life.
Integrated means included naturally as part of something else.
Exactly. You can walk while making a phone call, use the stairs, stretch during a break, or get off public transport one stop earlier.
I sometimes walk around my apartment while listening to voice messages.
That is a good example.
Although my neighbors may wonder why I keep passing the same window.
They probably think you are very thoughtful.
Or slightly lost.
Both are possible.
What about people who sit at a desk all day?
They can use movement snacks.
Movement snacks?
Short periods of activity spread throughout the day.
I like that phrase. It sounds easier than exercise session.
It might be 2 minutes of stretching, a quick walk to get water, or standing during a phone call.
Those actions will not replace every form of exercise, but they reduce long periods of sitting.
And they can help you feel more alert.
I notice that after sitting for 3 hours, my body feels heavy and my mind becomes foggy.
A brief movement break can reset your attention.
So movement is not only about physical fitness.
No, it can also support concentration, mood, and energy.
What is your favorite way to stay active?
Walking, without question.
Why?
It is accessible, flexible, and mentally calming. I especially enjoy walking in the evening.
When the streets become quieter?
Yes, the air is cooler, lights appear in windows, and the working day slowly fades into the background.
I love that feeling. A walk can create a boundary between work and home.
Exactly. Without that transition, people often carry work stress directly into their evening.
They close the laptop, but mentally, they are still answering emails.
A short walk signals that part of the day is over.
I think we need more small transitions.
Between sleep and work.
Between work and rest.
Between being online and being present.
That last one is difficult.
Very difficult.
Our phones fill every empty moment.
Waiting for coffee, standing in a queue, sitting on the bus, lying in bed.
We rarely allow ourselves to be bored anymore.
Yet boredom can give the mind room to process thoughts and settle down.
Instead, we constantly add new information.
News, messages, videos, opinions, advertisements.
No wonder our minds feel crowded.
A healthy lifestyle may include protecting a few empty moments.
Walking without headphones.
Drinking tea without checking messages.
Sitting beside a window and watching the rain.
Those moments may look unproductive, but they can be restorative.
Restorative means helping you recover your energy or sense of calm.
Exactly.
Food is another area where busy people feel pressure.
Yes, healthy eating is often presented as if every meal must be fresh, colorful, homemade, and perfectly balanced.
Preferably photographed from above.
Naturally.
But after a 10-hour workday, chopping 12 vegetables may not feel realistic.
That is why simple options matter.
What are some examples?
Eggs, frozen vegetables, rice, bread, yogurt, fruit, canned beans, chicken, or tofu.
Ingredients that can become a meal without a major cooking project.
Exactly. You can also create 2 or 3 default meals.
Meals you know how to prepare quickly.
Yes, when you are tired, decision-making becomes harder.
That is why I sometimes stand in front of the refrigerator for 5 minutes and still have no idea what to eat.
You are not really looking for food. You are waiting for the refrigerator to suggest a plan.
It has never been helpful.
Default meals remove that decision.
For example, rice with eggs and vegetables.
Or a chicken wrap with salad.
Or yogurt, oats, fruit, and nuts when you need something very quick.
Meal preparation can help too, but it does not need to become a Sunday marathon.
I once tried preparing 14 meals in one afternoon.
14?
I had containers everywhere. The kitchen looked like a food laboratory.
Did it save time?
Eventually. But first, it took 4 hours and most of my emotional strength.
Perhaps a smaller version would work better.
Now I prepare only 2 main ingredients.
Such as?
A pot of rice and some cooked chicken or tofu. Then I add different vegetables or sauces during the week.
That creates variety without requiring completely different meals.
I think the aim is to reduce friction.
Good phrase. Reduce friction means remove small difficulties that make an action less likely.
Washing fruit in advance reduces friction.
Packing lunch at night reduces friction.
Keeping healthy snacks in your bag reduces friction.
And having realistic expectations reduces emotional friction.
Explain that last part.
If you expect yourself to eat perfectly, every imperfect choice feels like failure.
Then guilt appears.
And guilt rarely creates a calm, healthy relationship with food.
So instead of labeling food as good or bad, we can think about frequency and balance.
Exactly. One dessert does not destroy your health. One salad does not create it either.
Our patterns matter more than individual meals.
Yes.
I think people sometimes use strict rules because rules feel clear.
They reduce uncertainty.
Never eat sugar sounds easier to understand than eat in a balanced way.
But strict rules can become difficult to maintain.
Then when people break a rule, they may think, I have ruined everything.
That is all or nothing thinking.
Either perfect or terrible. Nothing in between.
A healthier response is, that choice is part of today, but it does not define tomorrow.
I like that.
You can enjoy the meal, and then continue normally.
No punishment workout?
No need.
No dramatic speech to the refrigerator?
Also unnecessary.
Good. My refrigerator has heard enough.
Sleep deserves its own conversation.
Oh no. I knew we would arrive here.
You struggle with sleep?
I struggle with going to bed. Once I am asleep, I am excellent at it.
What keeps you awake?
The feeling that nighttime is finally mine.
That is deeply relatable.
All day, I respond to work, messages, tasks, and other people's needs. At night, the room is quiet. I make tea, get into bed, and start scrolling.
You are reclaiming personal time.
Exactly. But I reclaim it from sleep, which creates a problem.
It is sometimes called revenge bedtime procrastination.
A dramatic name.
But an accurate one. You delay sleep because you feel you did not have enough freedom during the day.
The problem is that tomorrow pays the price.
Yes. You wake up exhausted, work feels harder, and emotional patience becomes limited.
Then I need more coffee.
And perhaps more sugar.
And by evening, I am too tired to exercise or cook.
Sleep influences almost every other habit.
So how can busy people protect it?
One approach is to create a small amount of personal time earlier.
A planned pause?
Yes. 15 minutes after work, during lunch, or before dinner.
Time that is not productive.
Time that belongs to you.
That distinction matters.
It does. If every minute of your day is assigned to a purpose, you may rebel at night.
My midnight scrolling is a tiny protest.
A protest with poor long-term results.
True.
A wind-down routine can help as well.
Wind down means gradually relax and prepare for rest.
You might lower the lights, leave your phone across the room, wash your face, and write tomorrow's tasks in a notebook.
Writing things down helps me because my brain stops repeating them.
It creates psychological closure.
meaning the mind feels that the day has been completed.
Exactly. You can say, I have done what I could today. The rest can wait.
That sentence feels almost rebellious in a culture that celebrates constant productivity.
Many people have learned to measure their value by how much they achieve.
When they are busy, they feel important.
When they rest, they feel guilty.
But exhaustion is not proof of success.
No, being permanently tired does not mean you are working meaningfully.
Sometimes it only means your system is unsustainable.
Rest is not the opposite of progress. It supports progress.
Like the space between musical notes.
Beautiful comparison. Without pauses, music becomes noise.
And without rest, life can become noise too.
Exactly.
If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Comment the word sustainable if you want to build healthy habits that support your real life.
You can also share one habit you would like to make easier this week.
We would love to hear what you are working on.
I think emotional health is often missing from conversations about healthy living.
I agree. People discuss food and exercise, but not always boundaries, loneliness, or emotional overload.
You can eat well and still feel overwhelmed.
You can exercise regularly and still feel disconnected.
A healthy lifestyle also includes relationships and the ability to say no.
Boundaries are essential.
A boundary is a limit that protects your time, energy, or emotional well-being.
Yes, busy people often become busy because they accept too much.
Extra tasks, last-minute requests, constant messages.
They may be afraid of disappointing others.
Or they want to appear capable.
But saying yes to everything often means saying no to rest, health, and personal time.
That is uncomfortable but true.
A polite boundary could be, I cannot take that on this week.
Take that on means accept responsibility for something.
Another option is, I would like to help, but I do not have the capacity right now.
Capacity here means enough time, energy, or mental space.
Exactly.
That phrase sounds calm and honest.
Boundaries do not need to be aggressive.
They simply need to be clear.
Clear communication prevents resentment.
Resentment is the anger that can grow when you feel overused, ignored, or unfairly treated.
Yes, people sometimes agree to help while secretly feeling angry.
Then both sides lose.
Honest limits are healthier.
Asking for help is another challenge.
Especially for people who are used to being independent.
They say, I should be able to handle this.
But being capable does not mean doing everything alone.
I love that sentence.
Support is not a weakness. It is part of being human.
What could someone say when they need help?
I am feeling overwhelmed. Could you help me with this part?
Or, I do not need advice right now. I just need someone to listen.
That is particularly useful because people often rush to solve problems.
Sometimes I do not want a strategy. I want tea and sympathy.
A reasonable request.
Emotional connection can be simple too.
Yes, you do not always need a long social event.
A short phone call can help.
A voice message.
A 10-minute walk with a friend.
Small moments of connection can make life feel less isolating.
Busy people often postpone friendships because there is never enough time.
Then suddenly, months have passed.
Maintaining relationships also requires realistic habits.
Perhaps one message during lunch or one planned call each week.
Not perfect communication. Consistent connection.
Exactly.
I want to talk about comparison.
Social media?
Of course. I see people waking up at 5, running 10 kilometers, drinking green juice, and smiling in a perfectly clean kitchen.
Their kitchens are always suspiciously clean.
Meanwhile, I am searching for a clean spoon.
The comparison can be painful.
It can make ordinary life feel like failure.
But online content usually
We see the morning run, not the argument, the missed workout, or the exhausted afternoon.
you are comparing your full experience with someone else's edited presentation.
That is not a fair comparison.
No, your healthy lifestyle does not need to be visually impressive.
It needs to make your life better.
Precisely. The best routine is not the one that looks admirable. It is the one you can maintain while still feeling human.
That could be the main message of this episode.
I think so.
Learning English is similar.
In what way?
Learners often create unrealistic plans. 2 hours of vocabulary every day. A full grammar book in 1 month.
Then life becomes busy.
They miss several days and assume they have failed.
But language learning, like health, responds to consistency.
10 focused minutes can be valuable.
Listening during a walk can be valuable.
Repeating a few useful phrases can be valuable.
Progress is often quiet.
You may not notice it every day.
Then one morning, you understand a sentence that once felt impossible.
Or you speak without translating every word.
Small effort accumulates.
Accumulates means gradually increases over time.
Exactly.
Let us create a realistic healthy day for a busy listener.
Good idea.
They wake up and avoid checking messages for the first 5 minutes.
They drink water, open the curtains, and stretch while the coffee is brewing.
Breakfast is simple because they prepared it the previous evening.
During work, they keep water nearby and stand up regularly.
They take lunch away from the screen, even if only for 15 minutes.
Then they walk outside or around the building.
In the afternoon, they notice a drop in energy.
Instead of criticizing themselves, they ask, "What do I need?"
Food, water, movement, fresh air, or a short pause.
After work, they choose the version of exercise that fits the day.
A full workout when they have energy.
A 10-minute walk when they do not.
Dinner is one of their default meals.
Simple, satisfying, and not perfect.
Later, they prepare 1 or 2 things for tomorrow.
Then they create a short transition toward sleep.
Lower lights, quieter music, fewer screens.
Before bed, they say, "I have done enough for today."
That sounds healthy without sounding impossible.
That is the goal.
Let us repeat some useful phrases.
Everyone can say them aloud with us.
I do not need to change everything overnight.
I do not need to change everything overnight.
I am building habits I can maintain.
I am building habits I can maintain.
Something is better than nothing.
Something is better than nothing.
I can choose the minimum version today.
I can choose the minimum version today.
I need time to wind down.
I need time to wind down.
I do not have the capacity to take that on.
I do not have the capacity to take that on.
Rest supports my progress.
Rest supports my progress.
One difficult day does not erase my effort.
One difficult day does not erase my effort.
I can return to my routine tomorrow.
I can return to my routine tomorrow.
Those phrases feel practical and compassionate.
Healthy habits are easier to maintain when they are built on self-respect rather than shame.
Shame may create a short burst of action, but it rarely creates peace.
Encouragement is more sustainable.
We should speak to ourselves the way we would speak to a close friend.
If your friend missed a workout, you would not say, "You have ruined everything."
I would say, you had a difficult day. Rest and try again tomorrow.
Offer yourself the same kindness.
Kindness does not remove responsibility.
It makes responsibility easier to carry.
Before we finish, what healthy habit are you currently working on?
I am trying to take a proper lunch break instead of eating beside my laptop.
Why is that difficult?
I tell myself I am saving time. In reality, I often become less focused later.
So the break gives some time back.
Exactly. Rest can improve the quality of work.
I am working on my night routine.
Less scrolling?
That is the dream.
What is your realistic version?
I put my phone away 15 minutes before sleep.
That sounds manageable.
Some nights I do 30 minutes. On difficult nights, I do 5.
And 5 still protects the habit.
Yes. I am learning not to turn one imperfect evening into a reason to quit.
That is real progress.
So today's lesson is not do everything.
It is choose what matters and make it easier.
Drink water where you can see it.
Keep meals simple.
Fit movement into the day.
Protect small moments of rest.
Set limits before resentment builds.
Ask for help before you become overwhelmed.
Stay connected to people.
And stop measuring your life against edited images online.
Most importantly, remember that health is not a performance.
It is a relationship with your body, your mind, and your time.
A relationship built through attention.
patience,
flexibility.
and repeated care.
Thank you for spending this calm moment with us.
We hope you feel supported rather than pressured.
Choose one small idea from today.
Make it realistic enough to begin,
Flexible enough to survive a difficult day.
and meaningful enough to continue.
You do not need a completely free schedule.
You do not need perfect motivation.
You only need one available moment.
One glass of water,
One short walk.
one nourishing meal,
One honest boundary.
one peaceful breath.
Small acts of care can quietly reshape a life.
Just as small moments of practice can quietly transform your English.
Be patient with the process.
You are not behind.
You are not failing.
You are learning what works for you.
Take a slow breath.
Relax your shoulders
Look away from your screen for a moment.
and remind yourself, I am allowed to build this life slowly.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Take good care of your body, your mind, and your time.
Stay balanced, stay curious, and be gentle with yourself.
We will see you in the next conversation.
Ron,
Yes,
I should probably go back to the kitchen and get my oatmeal.
that would be wise.
Do you think it is still warm?
Let us remain optimistic.
A healthy lifestyle requires hope.
Apparently so.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.